What's up, New Jersey? Welcome back to another episode of the NJ1ST podcast. My name is Ryan McDonald. Make sure to subscribe to the NJ1ST podcast on YouTube, as well as all social medias at NJ1ST. And you can also subscribe to my personal YouTube channel. I'm uploading brand new videos, as well as my old videos, all personal videos of my independent NJ1ST political work that I'm doing around the state, going to higher education universities, as well as Republican headquarters to find speeches like this of Mike Crispi, who just this week made a speech up in Bergen County, Northeast New Jersey, at the Scott Pressler event. And there was an exchange in this speech where a heckler, a Rhino Republican heckler, interrupted Mike Crispi and supported Ukraine. Are you kidding me? Let's take a little look at this.
It's not just Democrats, okay? I always say this, they're the front stabbers, but it's the backstabbers that are even worse. And those are the Republicans in our own party, okay? Follow what's going on in Ukraine right now? Well, maybe if you watch Fox News, you hear one thing. But the reality is, it started with a little bit of money, let's feel bad for it. It's turned into billions and billions of dollars, while we simultaneously commute to New York and you ride the subway. They're going to double the fare now starting next year. Well, we can give billions to Ukraine. We can put the migrants in hotels and displace homeless veterans. We can send these tax dollars overseas, and then they can convince you that we need to keep doing it. What's the end game? 200 billion, boots on the ground? What's the plan? It's happening in real time. Joe Biden just committed $400 million more dollars, about to go to World War III, and Republicans go, oh, crap, listen, I don't know a lot of these people personally, but Tom Keene is a Republican in the state, and again, nothing personal, but he goes, oh, I'm proud to continue to support Ukraine. Proud of what? Proud of billions of dollars, 10x the Russian military budget we've given Ukraine. You're proud to support Ukraine? Well, you're being psyoped. You're a fool. No. We need to stand for America first. They convince you to believe it. Homeless veterans dying in the streets.
Yeah.
And they convince you to care about a country that has no bearing on us or our future.
Keep going, Mike.
Take care of our people first. And that's the message that Donald Trump and the new Republican Party counts into. No more neocon rhino nonsense. Okay? They're not going to stand for our country first, and we don't want their vote. If they're going to convince you that you should feel more sorrow for somebody in a land thousands of miles away, and guess what? 90% of the aid isn't even reaching the front lines. Innocent Ukrainians are dying. And listen, I'm not a genius, but Republicans know this is happening, and Democrats, and they're in on it because they're laundering the money and they're sucking this country dry.
Listen, I could sit here and have the liberal international relations discussion about the Russo-Ukrainian war since 2014. But I stopped doing that in 2018 and started America First because we need American leaders. We need leaders here that are going to help our people and protect our American purse. Our bills need to be paid. We have children that need to be saved. And leaders like Mike Crispi standing up into rhinos who are the former leaders. These are old heads, boomers, if you will. And even that woman yelling, peace, peace. She doesn't want Republicans fighting. This is the proverbial civil war inside the GOP. We need iron to sharpen iron, and these boomers have to get out of the way. I'm sorry if the majority of people you are listening to this, but there's people like myself that are active and are being deliberately put on the sidelines for years. So you're just going to be going backwards if you don't involve us. With that being said, I'm going to move on now with the New Jersey Project. They've been reporting and active in New Jersey for the last couple of years. Very active, might I say. It first started off with just two normal moms that became frustrated with the tyranny their children were subjected to by the state. Now they're a union of parents from all over New Jersey protecting childhood for our children. Join the Facebook page that started it all. Has 13,000 members. You can join the NJ Fresh-Faced Schools. It was during the mask mandates, making children wear those terrible, dirty masks. As well, it's the Substack Chaos and Control, which has gotten Tucker Carlson and national news. So definitely subscribe to their chaosandcontrol.substack.com. And they covered just yesterday or the day before the Roxbury Library Board of Ed meetings with the supposed book bans that they're calling it, when it's really just pornography being given to children to view. So you can come to their Twitter. Fight for New Jersey is the New Jersey Project's Twitter handle. And they cover it all, go up and down their timeline. I'm going to scroll and just pick up on some things. They're memeing the Roxbury Library. So there was this fanatic librarian that showed up, got in everybody's faces, just insisting on promoting porn to children. It's astonishing. They were able to organize and get a group of older white liberals and really push this LGBT agenda on youth. It looks here, New Jersey Project reported 10 hours ago, congratulations, the parents of Colts Neck. That's down near central southern New Jersey. So up here in northwestern New Jersey, we had Roxbury. That's the previous Board of Ed meeting I was just talking about. On the 23rd it happened, but it looks like here yesterday, the 24th, Colts Neck Board of Ed passed a change in the transgender LGBT policy requiring parental notification in grades K through 8 and additional parental consent for grades K through 5th grade. So before, they weren't even considering that, not notifying the parents. The federal government was even calling parents who were running to get involved in knowing what their children were learning domestic terrorists. Terrible accusations. And fortunate enough for us, we have America First, NJ1ST leaders like Josh Akins up here in Northwest New Jersey, Republican primary candidate. Remember to vote him June 6th, Josh Akins. So he showed up at the Roxbury Board of Ed meeting. He is very involved with those Moms for Liberty national news, Roxbury Moms. It's right there. And we're going to listen to this 45-second video of Josh, as well as a 45-second video of Phil Rizzo, who showed up as well. It was a huge meeting. And there's the librarian. She's coming for your kids. Fanatic. Look, the gay pride and the American flag on this guy. Older demographics, wanting to groom younger children. And this is specifically Roxbury that we're talking about. So let's listen to Josh Akins talk.
New Jersey Statute 2C, Section 34-3. Obscenity for persons under the age of 18. The content, if that was taken out of the library and you gave that to a child on the street, you would be arrested. No one here is talking about banning books about LGBTQ plus community. No one is talking about that. What we are trying to do is protect children of all sexual orientation from obscenity. These books are beyond obscene. They provide no educational merit and provide no literary merit to these students.
Before we listen to Phil Rizzo's speech, here's Brenda Flanagan, senior correspondent for NJ Spotlight News and My NJ PBS. She's posting fake news here. Says comments hit a fever pitch at about 6 hours from Roxbury Board of Ed meeting, where 80 folks have signed up to debate banning high school library books. No, it's only like just one or two. Some waved signs with pics from LGBT-themed books and called it porn. You didn't see those pictures you just saw before with Josh Akins speaking. Those were pictures from the book. She's not even acknowledging. She's saying that the LGBT is what we think the porn is. She's in the wrong, and obviously not showing it in this video at all. Any of the pictures. So they show it here. You're not going to get any response. Let's see if anyone responded, because that's what every LGBT book looks like ever. Yeah, this is not what it looks like. Everyone knows that. This is, what the hell is going on? This is a children's book. And this fake news, Brenda Flanagan, isn't even showing the pictures and is saying that everyone's against LGBT and they're saying it's porn. It's just one book. It's like a couple books. It's not banning a bunch of high school library books. And it's not even high school even, it's for little children.
Rule where teachers have to inform parents if a child is being bullied, if a child is struggling in academics or in sports or has anxiety or depression or changes their pronouns or changes their name. I'll tell you something, my parents, when I was growing up, they got more phone calls from parents on various situations, from tapping my pencil and running in the hallway to not talking, going to the bathroom too many times during a class. I assure you, back in the 90s, my parents would get a phone call from a teacher if I decided to change my name from Philip to Felicia, okay?
Yeah.
I don't think that this is something that is crazy.
And that, of course, comes off the heels of New Jersey Attorney General Platkin just over in Hanover, I believe, East Hanover, is suing them because they wanted to notify parents whether or not their children identify a certain way. And he's not allowing that. So that's what Phil Rizzo was talking about. Finishing up this topic of LGBT porn, and it's unfortunate I have to call it that because they want to invoke LGBT-themed books when we're just talking about a certain book that even here it says that prohibits public libraries and public schools from banning or restricting access to certain books. This is a bill sponsored by Andrew Zwicker, a Democrat in Legislative District 16. Mike Pappas is challenging him this year, but he sponsored a bill to prohibit public libraries or public schools from banning certain books. Well, I mean, which books are they? Why don't you show us? And New Jersey Project does a great job of putting the legislation aside next to the books in which we're talking about, the certain books. It's astonishing, the adults that run our society. And here's a great example. This is the librarian. She didn't seem to embarrass herself with her porn books. That'll be it for this week's episode of the NJ1ST podcast. Keep it short. Make sure to tune in next week. Subscribe to the NJ1ST podcast on YouTube, Rumble, as well as my personal at Ryan McDonald USA. Collab with me, message me. I want to work with anybody who's willing to work. Thanks for watching. Bye.